大家好，欢迎收听唱歌学中文。Hi everybody, welcome to Sing and Learn Chinese. Today we're going over the song 0321 by SpaceX. And I did a little research, but I'm not entirely sure why they named it this 0321. But let's take a look at the lyrics. Maybe that'll give us some ideas. All right, first line we have 在看不到的夜里，我时刻在想你. So 在 means in, 看不到 means cannot see or unseen. 的夜里 means in the night. So in the unseen night, or in the night where things cannot be seen. 我时刻在想你。我 is I, 时刻 is constantly, 在想你 I'm thinking of you, or I'm missing you. 想 can mean think, or sometimes when you're referring to people, it can mean miss. So I'm thinking of you, or I'm missing you. And then 你是否能听清? So 你 is you, 是否 means can or cannot, so yes or no, can you? 能 means able to, and then 听清 is hear it clearly. Can you hear clearly? Hear my thinking of you, I guess? I'm not really sure. And then we have 此时此刻的情绪我是否该逃离? So we have the 是否 again. Should I or should I not? 是否 is actually kind of a more fancy way of saying should I or should I not? It's more brief, concise, but it is a little less colloquial, a little bit more official sounding. And then we have 此时此刻 means this very moment. And then 情绪 is emotion. So the emotion at this moment, 我是否该逃离? Should I or should I not escape it? 逃离 is to escape this feeling of missing someone, I guess, or caring about someone. I don't know. And then we have 才不至于彻底. 不至于 is like not to the point of. It's like you don't need to go that far kind of feeling. Then we have 彻底 is completely, all the way to the end. So I think if you want to put it all together, it's basically saying, should I try to get rid of this feeling, or should I try to escape this feeling so I don't take it too far, like go all the way to the end? Then we have, oh baby is English, 你在我心里, 你 you 在 are in 我心里 my heart. 心 is heart, 里 is inside. So you are inside my heart, you are in my heart. And then we have 划破夜空的声音. 划破 sometimes 划破. I think it might be 划破, second tone here. Okay, so 划破 is to pierce, and then 夜空 is the night sky. 声音 is the sound. So you pierce a sound that pierces the night sky. There we go. 划破夜空的声音. So 划破夜空 is like the descriptor of 声音, the sound. So what kind of sound? It's the sound that pierces the night sky. 像是傍晚落日的光影. So 像 means like, 是 means is, it is as if it is like. 傍晚 is evening near the nightfall. 落日 is when the sun goes down. So sunset, and 落 is to come down, 日 is the sun. And then 光影, 光 is light, 影 is shadow. So it is like the evening shadows and light and shadows of the evening sunset. And then 唤起我关于家的憧憬. 唤起 means it awakens, it calls awake. 我 my 关于家的, so related to home, and 憧憬 is longing. So it awakens my longings that are related to home. So 关于家的, so 关于家 is the descriptor of 憧憬. 憧憬 is longing. So what kind of longing? It's the longing for home, or longings related to home. Then we have the chorus, 我看着你的侧脸. I see your profile. 侧脸 is the face on the side, so the profile. 看着 is to look at. 你的侧脸. 希望 wish or hope. 时间 is time. 慢一些. 慢 is to slow down. 一些 is a little bit. I wish time would slow down a bit. I look at your profile and wish that time would slow down a bit. And then 携手 love song. So they decided to go with English here for some reason. And then 希望能听到永远. 希望 means wish or hope. 能 means able to. 听 listen. 到永远 until forever. Wish I could hear this. Wrote a love song and wish I could listen to it forever. Until forever, basically. 在你身边一起等黎明出现. So 在你身边 means at your side. 在你 at your 身边 side. 身 is referring to the body, and then 边 is side of. So side of the body, at your side. 一起 means together. 等 wait. For 黎明 is the dawn. 出现 to appear. So waiting together, or waiting with you at your side for the dawn to break. Then we have 胜过一切 胜过 is to overcome, surpass, be greater than. 一切 is everything. And then 情话侵入的画面，情话 is loving words, so sweet words. 情 refers to romantic love generally. So 情话 is like sweet talk, basically, yeah. And then we have 侵入 is to invade. 的画面，画面 is like a scene. Like 画 literally means art or draw, so 面画面 is like the sweet words are invading the scene. 胜过一切情话侵入画面，情话侵入的画面。So it is a scene where sweet talk is invading. I'm not really sure exactly what that means, but that's poetry for you. All right, and then we have 就慢一些，再慢一些。就 means just, 再 means again, and then 慢一些 is slow down a bit. So just slow down a bit, and again, slow down a bit. And then 把你的名字写进心里. So 把你的名字 means take your name and 写进, write it into 心里, the heart. 心 is heart and 里 is inside. So 把 is when you take something and do something with it. So 把你的名字写进心里. Take your name and write it into my heart. Most likely it's my. The pronoun is assumed based on context. Then we have 在我有限的生命里好好抱紧你. So 在我 in my 有限的生命里. So 有限 means limited. In my limited 生命里 life. So 生命 is life. 有限 means limited, and that 的 means that 有限 describes 生命. So what kind of life is it? It is a limited life. In my limited life, 里 means inside. 好好 means do it well, do it properly. And then 抱紧 is to hold on tight, to hug tightly. 你. So in my limited life, I want to, assumed, we're assuming I want to, or I am doing this, don't really know. But then 好好抱紧你 is to hold you tightly, well or properly. Properly hug you, kind of thing. Then we have a repeat, 此时此刻的情绪我是否该逃离? So the emotion of this moment, should I or not, should I not try to escape it? And then 才不至于彻底, we already talked about that, which means like so that we don't get all the way to the end. And then 彻底陷入你, and then in parentheses, 彻底 means totally, completely. 陷入 is to sink into, 你 is you. So yeah. Then we have 到底要去向哪里? 到底 is in the end, 要 want to. 去向 is head towards 哪里 where. In the end, where am I supposed to go? Where am I headed? Then we have 逃离不出的爱意遥远变成零距离. So 逃离不出 means cannot escape. We've seen 逃离 before already, right? Like right here. 我是否该逃离? The second half of the first line, 逃离 means to escape. And then we have 逃离 again here. 逃离不出 means cannot, like you can't come out of it. So 逃离不出 means cannot escape. The 爱意 is love, meaning, intention. 意思 is like meaning or intention. So love, basically romantic love feelings. So these feelings that the I is assumed, cannot escape from. 遥远 is far away. 变成 changed into, turned into 零距离 zero distance. So the far away becomes zero distance. And we have 坚持才是老道理. 坚持 means to persist. And then 才是 is, it ends up being, that truly is 老道理. The old 道理 is the truth, philosophy, reason. There's a few different ways to translate that. So 坚持才是老道理 is like persistence is the timeless truth. Yeah, close enough, something like that. Then we have 世界不停止运行，这才叫做动情. So 世界 is the world, 不停止 does not stop, 运行 is turning or moving. 这才叫做 this is what is called 动情. 动情 is being moved. Your emotions have been moved. You are, in other words, falling in love. So when the world doesn't stop turning, that is what falling in love means. Something along those lines. And there we have it. That is the end of 0321 by SpaceX. It's a very interesting song, interesting title, interesting everything. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully you learned some useful new words. And if you have a song that you'd like to see explained in the future, feel free to leave a comment, send me an email, you know the drill. And until we sing again, 再见.